should you buy into altcoins or microcap coins in this market? I'm going to go ahead and tell you the answer up front. To me, I think the majority of people should not. And if you do, I think it's 90% no. And there is 10% yes, you should be involved in altcoins or microcap coins. And I'm going to explain to you my framework. For me, if you are investing right now, the majority of us, the majority of people, and the majority of your money should be running into Bitcoin. But like I said, I think there's a 10% section here, caveat, things that we should really consider. And I'm going to give you in this video the framework, the 2 questions that I ask of any of these altcoins, microcap coins that I am investing in right now. I'm going to give you my predictions into everything, my thoughts going into everything, and you could tell me if you agree with me or disagree with me. I'd really like to generate some conversation and talk about that kind of stuff. And for the exact investments that I am going into right now. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. Let's get right into this. I'm just a lizard braid cowboy. So I would say no for the most part. I don't think most people who are investing should be investing in altcoins or microcap coins. I think the people, if you do start investing in altcoin and microcap coins, there is about a 10% area here, but we have to establish that framework. And here's the framework. This is the number one thing that I personally have had to learn, and I think that you should learn as well, is that you are not trading on fundamentals. Okay, let me repeat myself. We are not trading on the fundamentals of a project. Okay, it does not matter if the project is a good, viable project or not. It doesn't matter if they've got things that are working, dApps that are working. It doesn't matter. Okay, the only thing that we trade on in crypto, at least right now, maybe in 4 years it's different, but right now, okay, 2022, June 2022, is this. We are trading on the opinion of people for the project. Okay, let me just, that's different. Because let me give you an example. Last year, Cardano, ADA, went to $3 a coin in August with the coming out of their smart contracts. That is a fundamental shift for the better, for the upside. You are seeing a fundamental increase in value. And so you saw a correlated increase in their price. But we did see this drop and tank, and now currently it stands around 45 cents today. Why? When smart contracts are here and even more development has happened since August of last year till June of 2022, why has it dropped? Because it's people's opinion of the project, not the actual project itself. The price does not reflect the value of the project. And when it does not reflect the value of the project, you have to guess whether it's overvalued or undervalued. I'll give you an example, okay? So when these random coins, you could pick out a coin out of anywhere in the, like anywhere. Like, yeah, let me show you what I mean here, okay? This right here is what I mean. If we go to CoinMarketCap and we go to the top biggest gainers, mint to earn, okay? We click here, it's got 100,000 market cap here. Okay, it rugged. Okay, that one rugged. Maybe that's not a good. Okay, maybe that's not a good. Luna Doge token, $730,000 market cap. Okay, this went from here to here, $730,000 market cap, and this is what we're looking at. This random, looking like Firefox bootleg dollar store Firefox. Doge Fox looking. This is when you are looking at an astronomical price. It's worth could you have $1 million company? It's worth $750,000 company Luna Doge. Someone just made this thing up. Okay, why? This is an extreme over evaluation. Okay, so that's the opposite. An undervaluation is Cardano, okay? Cardano, when it has these smart contracts, when it has this development, these dApps, this big community, it's only worth 45 cents a coin. To me, that is an undervaluation of the project, okay? So now, why are we trading this? Why am I making such a big stink? Because this is the number one thing when learning to trade altcoins and microcap coins is that we are not trading on the fundamentals of a project. We are trading on the opinions of people for this project. We are asking ourselves the question, are the hearts and the minds and the wills and the pocketbooks of people being won over to a project? So here's the framework in 2 questions, two simple questions, and it's this. One, will this project win over hearts? Okay, that's the first question you got to ask. Will this project win over hearts? Because if it wins over hearts, it wins over the pocketbooks, and it wins over the pocketbooks, the valuation goes up and you make money, especially if you buy in early. The second one is in specifically a bear market. Will this project be abandoned by the devs, by the team? Is the team here to stay? Are they going to go somewhere? Okay, that is wildly important when investing in altcoins and microcap coins in this market now, because chances are we are settling into at least a 6-month little recession, maybe I am preparing for a 2-year recession, and it could be as much as a 4-year recession. Okay, I'm just being real here. This is my predictions. These are my 3 markers. Either 6 months, when comes midterm elections come along. I'm not sure what can happen, but politics can pull out all kinds of stops. Or when the United States government, the president changes in the presidential election in 2 years, or we give another 4-year downturn in the bear market, just like the last 4 years before this bull market last year. So, can a team sustain 4 years? Is a team so committed to the project, so financially tied in, so in love with this project, in love with the community, and the community, will they abandon it? Will this be a ghost town, or will it stay? So if you're buying any of these other coins, right, it doesn't matter what coin, just literally name it. Polygon, you name Polygon, you name Chainlink. Will these teams be there in 4 years? Yeah, I would say so. We couldn't say that about Luna. I don't know about that one. But how about these microcap ones? How about you look on some some crazy metaverse one? Will they be there in 4 years? Will they come out with their development of their video game? Well, I don't know. So those are the 2 ones, right? One, can this project win over the hearts and minds? Why? Why are we asking that question? Because we are trading on the opinions of people, not the fundamentals of a project. And 2, will they stay long-term through the bear market? Okay, those are the 2 frameworks. Now, here are my predictions, okay? Number 1 prediction, I see a very heavy recession hitting. I see layoffs start to roll in. Okay, this is the number 1 thing I see. I see layoffs start to roll in. Now we're talking about stagflation, because when we're investing in NFTs, in microcap, altcoins, all that kind of stuff, we are in crypto. We are investing in a macro economy. We are investing in you are investing with the Ukraine war exists in this world. Okay, and recession exists, and Biden exists in this world. Supply chain exists in this world. Okay, so we have to understand all of it. And so for me, I am seeing the early onset of high layovers from multiple companies. I see companies pivoting, trying to save money, trying to keep the best of their employees, and start to lay off a lot of people. What does this do for the crypto markets? Is that if you own an NFT and you just got laid off, you're selling it. You're selling the NFT. Don't care if you love it. You're selling it. You got to take care of your family. You got to take care of the bills. The risk on assets, they go first. So, so I see layoffs come in. I see sell-off and capitulation. Capitulation, just a big word of just, I lose, sell. That's what it means. So these are my predictions. And so with this being said, going into altcoins, microcap coins, DeFi, all that kind of stuff, I see them. I see this all toppling down. I see this. We just started this blood in the streets. The knife just started falling. I've been saying this since January, and I wasn't predicting anything. I was just saying what I saw. December crashed, January's crashed, and I made that prediction in the end of January. And I'm saying, look, this knife is falling, guys. And so it could trade sideways for a little bit. Best case scenario, it plateaus. In likely case scenario, I think it's going to get worse. Why? Because we got the Fed hikes coming in July, June, August, 50 BP hikes. 100%. That's going to happen. September, that's going to happen. They've already said it. Now, what happens after that, no one really knows. You could speculate, you could predict, but inflation will still continue to go up, 40-year highs. You could go to CNBC or whatever nonsense to talk about that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm talking about crypto here. That's what's happening, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course, just a loose brain understanding. Now, what are my picks, okay? What are the picks? For me, okay? You got to know my understanding. My picks are skewed, are biased by my financial situation. They're different from yours. So I'll give you some of my goals. Like I've got some excess, cash to deploy. I would think more than the average person, but I'm not some super whale. Okay, so just to be transparent with you, I got about $10,000 to $15,000 in cash reserves to deploy. That is not set aside for Bitcoin. Like this is stuff that I will not put into Bitcoin. Although I probably should, if I could probably pick up like 3/4 of a Bitcoin. But this is what I determined. Like this is my risk plays. All my other cash going into Bitcoin, I'm slow. I'm dollar cost averaging, buying the dip. I'm assuming there's going to be a $19,000 Bitcoin, and then we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure if it'll just tumble down or not. That's another case for another time. But for this, if I'm investing in altcoins and microcap coins, which I am investing in multi because I believe that blockchain technology is the future. This has been my thesis from the very beginning, and so I want to be here at earliest projects. I'm investing on launch pads. Okay, I want to buy heavily into 2 launch pads. I've already got acquired one. That's BSC pad. The next one I'm acquiring is Gains. It's currently at 9 cents. I've said this over. I'm not being paid to talk about these guys, but it's just something that I've seen their portfolio. I've seen the way they operate. I'm in there. I've created everything. I personally like this. To me, it's about $6,000 for me to get into like the second highest tier of sharks. At a 9 cent rate. So that's what I'm looking at. I would love to do like an interview with one of them in the future, but more than that later. That's what I'm getting into. Is a launch pad, because when I see the bull run happening, when a bull run comes around again, these launch pads are going to go to the moon, and anything that these new projects are going to come out, they're all going to be, I'll have the ability to get into all of them, which is the same as the last bull run. This is what I'm predicting. I'm not sure if this is going to happen like that, obviously, but that's what I'm hoping for from what I've seen already. Now, launch pads. Also, metaverses. I'm only investing in very few metaverses, but I think $100 in a metaverse will go a long way when a bull run happens again. I'm positioning myself to money that I don't need for a bull run that will happen in the future, okay? My thesis is a bull run will happen, and things are going to go crazy like they've done multiple cycles of times already, okay? And so I will want my money in a project that will be here in 5 years and will 1000x. I'm literally looking for 1000x on these returns. So if I invest $100 here, 1000x. Okay, so one of the projects that I'm into is Victoria VR. That's one of those projects that I like. And I'm not sure about Sandbox and Decentraland, a little too big for me right now. I like TGC World, trading cards, TCG World. I like that one too. I'm less bullish on that one. Just honestly, I own stuff in there, but someone can tell me why I should be more bullish on it. I already bought land. I have coins in there. I'm in. But personally, I'm looking for the flip. I'm looking to sell. I can't keep up with all the metaverses. Victoria VR is the one where I'm gonna put my flag, my cowboy flag down, settle down my spurs and my boots in that ground, and so cultivate, fertilize that. I could go on with this metaphor, but that's where I'm going into is Victoria VR heavily. But you pick your favorite metaverse. I'm picking those like real low caps, the ones that aren't even out yet sometimes. But I know that have got great teams, great development, great money behind it, great marketing that could win over the hearts and minds of people. And so, those are the two that I'm into. Also, I'm heavily into ADA. I'm not so much into the NFTs. I am heavily I love the NFTs. Don't get me wrong, CNFTs. But I have yet to deploy real capital towards these CNFTs. Right now, I've only deployed maybe between $1,000 and $2,000 in these CNFTs, and I've been meaning to flip stuff like that. So that's not real capital compared to what I actually have. So I'm very reserved on it, but I do have a lot of good friends that are in it, and it's just like a little hobby for me. So, and I try to make the quick flips. It's really just a hobby. It's a slightly expensive hobby, but there's cheaper ones. But yeah, so that's where I'm at now. I'm going into a few metaverse projects. I'm picking up some ADA. I'm not really picking up anything else. I don't have the money for me to get into everything else, Polygon, Dot, any of that kind of stuff. I like I like knowing a community, being involved in community, and I could only do so much of that. So I've staked my flag down in Cardano. I've staked my flag down in Victoria VR, all that kind of stuff, and that's where I'm at. And gains and BSC pad. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you agree with this, if I'm making sense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.